Welcome to lesson 2. In lesson 2, we are going to discuss about perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector. You can get this topic in your textbook, that is Cambridge Checkpoint Book 1, Learner's Book, on page 98. Now, by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to use a straight edge and compasses to construct the bisector of an angle. You are going to construct the bisector of an angle. However, there are some words that you need to know their meanings, as you are going to find them in this topic or lesson. So the first one is perpendicular. When we say that sides or lines are perpendicular to each other, it means that those lines or sides are at a right angle to each other. It means that those two lines or sides, they have crossed each other and they form a 90 degrees angle. So that is we say that lines at the right angle to each other. So the second point, or the second term, is midpoint. So the midpoint in this lesson will mean the point which is halfway between 2 points, or that point it's where the line has divided another line in half. So the point where these two lines meet, we call it as a midpoint. Now, bisector. What is a bisector? So in this lesson, a bisector will mean the line which divides another line in half. Okay, a line which divides another line in half. Now here, let us have a look. We have to understand perpendicular and bisector. So as we can look, we have a diagram here. We have two lines, the line ST and which is the horizontal line, and the line UV, which is a vertical line. So line ST and UV are perpendicular. Why? Because they are at a right angle to each other. Those two lines have formed angles that are 90 degrees. Have you seen that square at the corner there? So all those angles are right angles. So we call these lines that they are perpendicular lines. So line UV, have you seen line UV, which is the vertical? That line has divided the line ST in half. Okay, that line UV has divided the line ST in half. So line UV is a bisector. We call it a bisector. Why? Because it divides the line ST in half. So that is all about perpendicular and bisector. Now the question is how to construct perpendicular bisector. We need to know how to construct perpendicular bisector. So here we have worked example. You can get this in your textbook. The question says construct the perpendicular bisector of a line using a ruler and a pair of compasses. It means that the protractor will not be in use here. Okay, so you need to make sure that you have a ruler and a pair of compasses for you to construct a perpendicular bisector. So we have steps that we are going to follow. The first step is to draw a line and label it AB. Okay, after drawing a line, you have to label it AB. So as you can see there, we have a line, the line which starts from A to B. So that line will be, we have not been given any centimeters, you can just draw a line, then label it AB. So the next step is to open a pair of compasses to more than half the distance AB. Okay, open a pair of compasses to more than half the distance AB. Here you know how to make sure that the distance between the compass point and the pencil should be. We use a ruler and then you just open your compassing to make sure that there is a distance between the compass point and the pencil. And then the third point is to place the compass point on A and draw arcs above and below AB. So here, have you seen where A is? Yes. Place a compass point on A and draw an arc on top of the line AB and another arc below the line AB. So keeping the same radius, place the compass point on B and draw arcs above and below AB. Make sure that they intersect the first pair of arcs. Now here you are going to place your compass point on B and then draw an arc on top of the line, but make sure that this arc intersects the first arc. And then you are going to draw another arc down the line and also make sure that that line intersects the first line. Then after that you are going to use your ruler to join. So draw a line through the 2 points where the arcs intersect. Okay, where the arcs intersect. So you just join those 2 lines. So this line is the perpendicular bisector of AB as it divides AB in half and also meets it at right angles. So this is how we construct perpendicular bisector. Now here we have exercise. So what you should do is to write to practice the following questions. So the question is, copy each of the lines drawn below. We have been given lines here. So you have to draw these lines in actual size onto plain paper and construct the perpendicular bisectors. So number 1A, we have 7 centimeter. What you should do is to draw a line 7 centimeter and label that line A, that is at the beginning of your line, and B at the end of your line. And then open the pair of compass. You just open it and then draw an arc on top of the line and another arc below the line. And then place the compass point on B and draw an arc on top of the line. Make sure that the arc intersects the first one, and then draw another line down the line. Make sure also that the second arc intersects the first arc, and then you are going to use a ruler to connect those 2 points where these arcs meet. Therefore, you are going to have a perpendicular bisector. Thank you very much for listening. That is the end of the lesson. Thank you. Thank you. If you have a question, you can ask me. Thank you.